Hey there YouTube, Tiki here. I've done this video so many times. I get all tongue-tied or miss books or something ends up happening where I just repeat myself occasionally. But it happens. So I'm sorry if I say so yeah all the time or something that don't even need to be in this video. But anyway, today I'm going to do a book haul from book outlet and stores that I went to recently and got books. I've been watching booktubers lately and found out about book haul and decided to, check it out to see what it's like. And I can tell you that book outlet is heaven. Cheap books, I'm all for it. So anyway, I'm going to do the books that I got from the stores first, and then the book outlet ones. That way I can get them out of the way. So these are the book haul ones. The book outlet ones. And I'll do the store-bought ones first. So the first one, Whipping Boy, this 40-year-old search for my 12-year-old bully by Alan Kurzweil. This is a memoir that follows the author on where he tries to find his 12-year-old bully that always picked on him in school. So it just sounded interesting, and I'm not really used to memoirs, so it'll be interesting. I can't even see. There we go, tongue-tied. It'll be a change of pace. Here you go. The Same Sky by Amanda Erie Ward. This one is kind of like a mystery, I suppose, or something. I'm not used to this kind of book because I really don't read them, but it just sounded interesting to me, so we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to get into more genres of books because I'm usually used to fantasy and YA and shapeshifters and vampires and romance. That's about it. Nothing else. This one is this is the last book I got from the dollar store. Is The Young World by Chris Retz. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but sorry if I'm saying a lot. I apologize. But let me know if you want me to read the descriptions on the back in the comments below. If you don't want me to, then just say you don't want it. And the last book I got from the store is Harper Lee. Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee. I actually read To Kill a Mockingbird. This is actually the sequel to Kill a Mockingbird. I actually read To Kill a Mockingbird in high school. And I actually adored it. Some people don't like it, some people don't, but I actually loved it. I actually have a copy of To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm actually in the process of rereading it soon. But I actually got the compact discs of Go Set a Watchman. And this is actually read by Reese Witherspoon. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to read it just separately or listen to the audio. Well, we'll see. Okay. Now for the book haul from Book Outlet. Make sure I don't miss any books this time. Okay, first book, The Den of Shadows Quartet. So a quartet could either be 4 books or more or less. It all depends, I guess. Okay, this one has 4 in it. And it has In the Forest of the Night, Demon in My View, Mirror, Shattered Mirror, and Midnight Predator. And this one is by Amelia Atwater Rhodes. A friend from high school recommended me this author, and I I took out the books from the library, but then I decided, after high school and after years of reading, I decided to get the books myself, and I actually found them. I forgot where I found them, but I have them separately, Into the Forest, Demon in My View, Shattered Mirror, and Midnight Predator. I have a physical copy of them, and I decided to get the quartet just to have the cover. I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but what can you do? Okay. Let's see. Song of the Beast by Carol Berg. Somebody from BookTube. I don't know. I think I know the person, but I don't know if I should say the name or not. But she's actually pretty cool. Anyway, she hauled this book. So yeah, I decided to get it to see what it's about. See, I don't know if it's a sequel or not. But anyway, I'll put the sequel of books or not sequels of books in the description below to see, if they are a sequel or not. Next book is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I have good reviews about Neil Shusterman and his books, but I haven't read them, so this is my first Neil Shusterman book. At least I think it is. I have so many books everywhere, I don't know who the author is. But anyway, I heard a book reviews about that book, so I decided to get it. Next book is Dragonswood by Janet Lee Carey. I don't know if this is a series or not, but like I said, I'll paste it down below if it is. Next, Just for Fins by Tera Lynn Childs. I think this is a middle grade or YA. I'm not sure what kind of book this is, but this is actually the third book of the series. At least I think it is. If it is, I'll post it down below. But it seemed interesting to me. She wants, about mermaids. Becoming Jinn. Somebody hauled this book on BookTube. This is actually the second book in the series. So yeah, Becoming Jinn by Lloyd Coldstein. Okay. Next book. The Heartlight Saga by T.A. Byron. She actually wrote the Merlin series. This one has 3 books in one, of course. It has Heartlight, the Ancient One, the Merlin Effect. I don't know if this is before the events of Merlin or after the events of Merlin. We'll see. I'll post it down below. Next, Nightspell by Leah Cypess. I don't know. I cannot pronounce their name. I'm sorry. Butchered it. This sounds interesting to me. Again, I don't know if it's a sequel or not. Next books, Fallen Angel and Eternity by Heather Terrell. This is actually the first book in the series. This is the second book in the series. So this follows a girl named Ellie, where she don't talk to anybody except her ruthless friend. Well, not ruthless friend, but like a best friend and fellow outcast. And then she meets a boy named Michael, and they end up thinking they have something secretly they're holding from everyone, and they end up having powers and such, and they're trying to discover what kind of powers they have, and they battle good versus evil. But a blurb on here, well, it's not really a blurb, but it's part of the description, but I'm going to read it anyway because it says the author in there. It says, in this electrifying novel, Heather Tera spins a gripping supernatural tale about true love, destiny, and the battle of good versus evil. And it just sounded interesting to me, so yeah. The next one, Little Girl Gone by Duracella Campbell. And this follows a girl named Medora, where she gets in trouble with drugs and men, and then she ends up being rescued by somebody named Willis, and she's fearful because she feels alienated from family and friends, and then she runs away. She runs away with this guy named Willis, and ends up finding out that he kidnaps a pregnant woman, and don't know what she can do because she actually loves Willis, and come to find out she what's it say? She when a pit bull named Foo, brings her to a different world, and she has to, explore. So, I don't know how it comes out to be, but we'll see. Sacrifice by Laura J. Burns and Melinda Metz. This is actually the second book in this series, and I guess I didn't read that. It says sequel to Crave. I guess I didn't see that when I bought it, because I usually don't buy books without buying the first book first. But what can you do? So yeah, once I get Crave, I'll read that series. Next book is, okay, first off, I feel ashamed, because I haven't read any books by this author, but I always had, whatchamacallit, a heart, or fell in love with these kind of books, even though I never read them, and I adore the author of this book. And I actually have the two first books of this book, but I haven't read them yet, and I just feel so ashamed. But what can you do? Okay, this one is the Internal Devices, Book 3 of the Infernal series. For the Infernal Devices, Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. I know I should be doing this, but I only been going by reviews of what people say about this author and this series, and the Shadowhunter series. But I know I shouldn't do that, but what can you do? I've been in love with the Shadowhunter series. I just don't have the books, and I haven't read them, so that's why I feel so ashamed, because I haven't read them, even though I love them. But what can you do? Oh well. The next one is Summer on East End, Double Eclipse. This is actually the second book in the series, which I already have the first book in the series, so that's why I got the second book. I had this book for a long time. This is by Melissa Dela Cruz. So this one is Summer on East End Triple Moon for the first book. And the second book is this one, so same by the author. But this series actually follows, I guess, before or during or after the events of the TV series Witches of East End. But they stopped that series, so I don't know if it follows before, during, or after. We'll see. And the last book to haul is Hidden Kingdom by Amanda Hocking. I actually read her Tera series, or Tera trilogy, and decided to pick this one up since I saw it with the 3 books in one on Book Outlet. So this is the Kanin series chronicles with Frostfire, Iced Kiss, and Crystal Kingdom. And a blurb on here says, Amanda Hocking knows how to keep readers turning pages. And that's how I felt when I read her Tera series, or her Tera trilogy. So I hope this one does the same. And the Tera series is about trolls. And that's the first time I read about trolls. So it was actually pretty interesting. Real page turner for me. But anyway, let's see if this one holds a page turner for me also. But yeah, that's it. Tiki out.